Okay, so learning about these gadgets, consumer gadgets. Don't you think these gadgets are creating a sort of consumerism in the society, and are they really helpful for the society? All the gadgets, like we are having so many gadgets right now.
Today Supreme Court has said that it is very dangerous to get these illegal colonies which is developing in the urban areas.
Yes, sir. Your aptitude is more suitable for police.
In which it is being said that Internet of Things will also be applicable there. How Internet of Things are related with Delhi Metro?
There is an expression which is used, it's called extra constitutional power centers.
Sir.
Tell me the meaning of this expression, extra constitutional power centers. Come in, please.
May I come in, sir? Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. Dr.
Please sit down, Avdhesh.
Thank you so much, sir.
Avdhesh, quickly introduce yourself, 1 minute.
Sir. My name is Avdhesh. I belong to Sohna. That is a tehsil that falls in Gurugram district in Haryana. I have done my graduation in Bachelor's in Architecture from University School of Architecture and Planning, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University in Delhi. Sir, I've been preparing for civil services 2018. I have given 5 attempts. This is my 5th attempt. Other than that, I enjoy playing basketball and learning about consumer gadgets.
What happened in the last 5 attempts?
Sir, I have given mains once, but I was not able to crack the mains examination by 19 marks.
All right. Ruchi?
Okay, Avdhesh, one of your hobbies is like learning about consumer gadgets. So what you do under this hobby, like what?
Basically, I read about the latest consumer gadgets and household peripherals that are out, technologically advanced things that we use in our daily life, the things that we interact with daily to make our lives better. Basically, I read about them and I learn about them through videos and through other medias also.
Okay, so learning about these gadgets, consumer gadgets. Don't you think these gadgets are creating a sort of consumerism in the society, and are they really helpful for the society? All the gadgets, like we are having so many gadgets right now.
Ma'am, I believe these are technological advances which should be seen as double-edged swords. They have their benefits as well as their disadvantages, and how we use them, their advantages or disadvantages depend upon how humans interact with them.
Don't you think these gadgets are only useful for certain sections of the society?
Ma'am, that is partially true, but I would say it is because of the economic ability to achieve, to get the gadgets, to procure the gadgets, that we can say that these are beneficial to a certain section. If government is able to provide the benefits of these gadgets, for example, if we provide tablets, government-funded tablets to rural areas, I am sure people in rural school also will be able to utilize them wisely.
Okay, Avdhesh, it is like geographies are optional.
Yes,
There's a statement like droughts are natural, famines are man-made. Do you agree to that?
Ma'am, in certain cases, we can agree to this statement. For example, during World War II, the famine that was there in Bengal region was purely man-made, and it was because of the basically channelization of food grains towards the soldiers, and that our common masses were left in famine. Other than that, ma'am, floods can be man-made, and mostly, although they are natural, but the upsurge in flood disasters, it is because of the climate changes that is happening. Other than that, ma'am, I would also say that there are certain regions which are naturally prone to more.
Let's come to the part of man-made part. So why all these calamities that are happening? Man-made calamities, I would say, even pandemic. Supposedly this, let's not get into the controversy whether it's a man-made or a natural, but the effect of the pandemic is man-made.
Right, ma'am.
So why this is happening? What's the reason behind it?
Ma'am, I believe encroachment over natural spaces by humans that has led to a lot of overlapping of the ecosystems and the
Why we say that famines are man-made?
ma'am, because of the supply and demand mismatch mostly, and hoardings, and like channelizing of food grains towards some
Don't you think divide in the society, haves and have-nots, that is something also very, very important?
That is true, ma'am. To a certain level, our government is also doing its job through PDS system, through procurement, through FCI. But I believe, true, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
To a certain level, that's true.
So,
Okay, Avdhesh, you did architecture, history, graphics, and construction, building design.
Yes.
Today, Supreme Court has said that it is very dangerous to get these illegal colonies which is developing in the urban areas.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the remedy for this colony should not develop? First, you tell me why these illegal colonies cropped up in every urban cities.
Sir. Sir, these illegal colonies that we see today in most of the urban areas, these are basically the Lal-Dora regions which were pre-existing in the cities, and the urban...
You are talking of Delhi, Lal-Dora region, I am talking many cities.
Sir, that is because of the unregulated...
In the case of Ahmedabad,
Sir.
and then Ghaziabad also, Gurgaon, there is no Lal-Dora.
Sir.
So,
Sir, those are the pre-existing organically grown areas of the cities which were later surrounded by the urban growth. Hence, they fell into the city ranges, city limits. And because the building bylaws were applicable to the whole of the city administrated area, these areas were not regularized because of the amenities that they are not able to fit. Basically,
that
irregularized.
is the cause only.
Sir, organic growth.
How
Unchecked
can we
organic-
stop them?
Sir, in my opinion, if we have to stop such organic growth, we need to plant our cities from scratch, which is not possible. We can better regulate these areas, and we can retrofit these colonies, and we can accommodate our
So, they
bylaws.
are regulating on humanity ground because they are giving water, they are giving electricity, they make the road also, but the colony remain illegal. It is everywhere in India.
Sir, if a large number of people are residing in those areas, it would be unethical also to...
What we should do with decision of the Supreme Court? They are worried about it.
Sir, they are truly worried about the encroachment over the public spaces. But as far as their homes are concerned, we either need to first reallocate them to some other places. We have...
You would have seen many of the architecture in Delhi, say the Qutub Minar, Lal Killa, and many more architecture, and some famous architecture of India, Taj Mahal also. Why these are called the Mughal architecture? Why they are not called the Persian architecture? Because all the architecture was drawn by the Persians, they called it.
Sir, although the lineage from which the rulers belonged, they were Persian, but they had some...
No, they were never Persian. Who was Persian? Mughal were not Persians.
Sir,
They were Turks.
they were Turks, sir. Sir, but the kind of architecture that they developed with the Indian touch in it, they were mainly brought from the Afghanistan and Iran region.
Can you tell me what is Indian touch in Qutub Minar?
Sir, in one of the stories there are verses...
Story in reality, you tell me the story.
No, sir, on one of the levels basically.
Story.
Sir.
Achha, one of the stories
Yes,
of the
sir.
Minar.
Yes, sir.
Yes, one of the stories of the
Yes,
Minar.
sir. There are certain motifs, lotus and swastika also.
That they say broken. He should come on the Taj Mahal. They said some temple was broken and that stones were adjusted in Qutub Minar.
Sir. Sir, without proper evidences, we should not be putting such statements, I believe.
Okay, no, so Ganesh ideal was there, I was reading somewhere. in that. So Mughal, why the Mughal will construct?
Sir, I believe it will be up to the Archaeological Survey of India to properly study the ancient history
Your
of the
political
monuments.
statement, you tell me. Achha, one thing you tell me, why the supply of the co-vaccine was suspended by WHO?
Sir, because of the quality standards that were not up to the mark.
Quality standard, what were the quality standards or not up to the co-vaccine was quality standard? We are injecting the vaccine. So substandard vaccine or the spurious vaccine we are, injecting the people.
Sir, I believe, sir, some of the batches were, some of the batches of the vaccines were not that effective.
What are you talking?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes. Of this, your first preference is IPS.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, I believe my aptitude would be more suited towards the police services.
Will you aptitude? Can you segment it further?
Sorry, sir.
Aptitudes. Can you elaborate that why this segment of aptitude is more suitable for police service?
Sir, although that is one of the reasons, I have multiple other reasons also. But I personally, sir, feel that I'll be more fitted towards a job which is not desk-based.
I think after initial posting, every job will be a desk job. It will be Babu, rightly advertising. But no, let's come to that. You said that your aptitude is more suitable for police.
Sir.
So will you elaborate aptitude?
Sir, basically, during the architecture, what I had felt was I was more inclined towards learning new things, towards towards acquiring new skills and utilizing them to find solutions.
Delhi is a good example of many architects and many buildings. Can you name some building and architects?
Sir, one of the favorite buildings in Delhi, that was Hall of Nations, which was recently destroyed. That was built by Mr. Raj.
Mr.
Raj.
Which building?
And Hall of Nations. It was a basically exhibition center in Pragati Maidan.
Pragati Maidan.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That was probably my favorite building in Delhi NCR region.
Okay.
And other than that, sir, they are North.
𝐀𝐯𝐝 𝐻𝐻 is a very important architect.
Yes, sir. He's quite famous.
Which building is designed by 𝐀𝐯𝐝 𝐻𝐻?
Sir, I'm sorry, I cannot.
Who
remember.
designed Parliament?
Edwin Lutyens.
Lutyens entire that.
Sir.
Particular that building.
That building was designed by Laurie Baker, sir.
Laurie Baker.
Yes.
Any other building of Laurie Baker? Can you?
Any other building?
And what is so special about Laurie Baker?
Sir, his architecture style was new modern, post-classical new modern, and all the building in our Lutyens Delhi, most of the prominent buildings are designed by him.
Basic
only.
was that surrounding material should be used, and Laurie Baker, whether it is in Kerala or anywhere, that was the specialty of that. And now you are a man of grassroots. In last more than 5 years, Haryana has been in use for the caste conflicts, atrocities on Dalits in different cities. Sohna was also one of them.
Yes, sir.
Will you what happened in Sohna and in some other Jhajjar or some other places?
Sir, in Sohna, the main point of contention was between two religions, where one person from a particular religion killed a woman from the other religion, and that became nationwide news. That was a very unfortunate moment, and I believe many of our states have also brought laws to deter such actions. Other than that, sir, not particularly from Haryana, but from Rajasthan.
You as a policeman, this is my last question.
Sir.
Most of the conflicts are due to religion.
Sir.
You take history, or the present day also. And Haryana is one where the maximum deras are there. Deras are always promote religions. As a police officer, what step will you take so that the deras are minimum? This is not far off from the national capital of the one of the largest or the oldest democracy or whatnot. And it happens.
Sir, in my belief, firstly, we should not be antagonizing the DERAs entirely, because DERAs, I believe, sir, are organizations which bring people from all the diaspora, all the marginalized section of the society are also able to join them. And because
So
of their
we
inclusivity,
should demolish this district magistrate concept. Only DERA should be there. If you feel that DERA are doing that much, then where is the need for the district or commissionary system?
no, sir. Sir, humbly, I would like to say that district magistrate or the bureaucracy
Don't you
that
feel
is
there is
there.
nexus between the bureaucracy, politician and DERA? Ram Rahim is moving, Asaram is moving, every
Sir,
Tejpal or Tej.
there might be some possible nexus between them, due to which they are doing such.
Okay, we feel. My expectation from you is when you are posted there, then DERAs are on the decline. Sir.
Okay, Mr. Avdhesh, there's a prize in architecture which is treated as Nobel Prize equivalent.
Yes, sir.
So what is the name of the prize? And this prize was won by one Indian who was born in Pune. What is his name?
Sir.
Say about 3-4 years back.
Sir, the prize that is called Nobel Prize in Architecture. The name of the prize is Pritzker Prize.
That's right, yeah.
Sir, it was awarded to Balkrishan Vithaldas Doshi.
Good enough. Okay. So, northeastern states.
Sir.
Important news from northeastern states, say during past 1 month or so, 3 to 4 weeks. Some good news.
I'm sorry.
Is there
sir.
any related with border disputes amongst between two countries? Is there anyone related with APSA?
AFSPA, sir. I'm sorry,
AFSPA.
sir. I cannot recall
Okay,
right
no
now.
problem. Delhi Metro, you are very well aware of.
Yes, sir.
Phase 4 going to start. And in which it is being said that Internet of Things will also be applicable there. So how Internet of Things are related with Delhi Metro?
Sir, Internet of Things can be used to communicate between the trains, between the vehicle and the commuters about the timing, about their availability. But they may be also used to provide internet connection in the tunnel areas where the normal mobile networks are not there. Other than that, they may be used for security aspects also in the VRs in the morning or in the night when there is not much public crowd. In that case, our connectivity with certain devices and infrastructure may be used to provide security.
Okay, good enough. What do you mean by police commissionerate system?
Sir.
Police commissionerate system.
Sir, police commissionerate system was brought to tackle the urban challenges of the growing cities. Basically, in the commissionerate system, certain magisterial powers are also provided to police officers so that
In case you are selected in police, then and if you are posted in Delhi, then you will be 2 in 1. Huh?
Sir,
2 in 1. Huh?
some of the powers are given
Some
to
of the
sir.
powers. Okay. So you might be very well aware of Jahangirpuri incidents.
Sir.
So if you were in IPS and if you were holding the post of Deputy Commissioner in that particular area, so what measures would you have undertaken to control the situation?
Sir, I can say such clashes are not a short-term outcome.
Yeah.
So firstly, we need to bifurcate the regions in short-term and long terms. And also the SOPs that we need to follow should also be segregated in 2 parts only. So firstly, we need to see why the event happened at the first place. In the short
So
term,
you are
sir,
very well aware of the situation. Now you exactly tell me what you should or you could have done to tackle
Sir.
that problem.
Sir, firstly, my priority will be to take all the injured people to the hospital so that no loss in life is done. Second thing, sir, I would bring the force just in case if it becomes necessary to control the crowd, if the crowd goes out of hand, so that no more damage to the property and to life can be prevented. Third thing, sir, I would urge the leaders of all the sides that are there to come and talk to their people also, so that the explosive situation can be controlled.
Okay, do you have any idea about Delhi budget? Delhi means government of Delhi, not our union budget. Delhi budget?
No,
And
sir.
our Honorable Chief Minister says that it will be Rozgar budget. How? Rozgar budget?
I'm not aware about it, sir. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Right, Avdhesh. You were talking about DERAs. There is an expression which is used. It's called extra constitutional power centers.
Sir.
Tell me the meaning of this expression, extra constitutional power centers. Then can you give me some examples other than DERAs, because they are also extra constitutional power centers?
Sir, I would like to think about it for a little while. Sir, as the name suggests, extra constitutional power sectors are bodies which are
Centers, not sectors.
centers, sir.
Yes.
I'm really
And I
sorry.
give you
sir.
one example.
I'm really sorry, sir.
It should be easier, in fact, now.
Extra constitutional power centers are basically bodies which are not commissioned by constitution or which do not have constitutional basis, but through the public support and public mandate, they get enough power to,
Would you use the term public mandate?
not public mandate, but public
Mandate
support,
is
sir.
a formal expression.
Sir. Public support, with the public support,
public
they,
opinion,
yes, sir,
public rage, public emotions.
sir.
Yes.
They get
Give me the examples now. Give me some good examples of extra constitutional power centers in India.
Sir, I would say youth wings of the political parties.
Youth political parties are in a way covered by constitutionality.
Sir.
And if they are youth wings of political parties, so they are not going beyond constitutionality yet.
Sir, other thing we can name is religious bodies.
Religious bodies, exactly, which DERAs, they're also religious bodies. So they gather so much of power,
Sir.
that then they use that power from the back door over the constitutional authority.
Sir.
What are the other examples?
Sir, in that we can name some NGOs also, sir.
NGOs, exactly. No, why you could. Yes, NGOs are. Some of the NGOs are extra constitutional
Sir.
power centers. What else? All right.
I'm sorry,
Let's
sir.
slightly shift.
Sir.
Architecture and your preference for police.
Yes, sir.
Yes. In fact, one of the essential requirement of a successful police department is their domain awareness. Right?
Right.
Now you are an architect. Tell me, what will you do in terms of creating smart cities so that your domain awareness of the region, of your jurisdiction improves?
Sir, the primary function of police is to control law and order and to investigate the crimes. So for that, I'll use my knowledge to primarily.
You understand the domain awareness?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I would use my knowledge so that I can employ my knowledge to.
So what are the essential components of domain awareness for law enforcement?
Sir, if we, I'm sorry, sir. I guess I'm.
Say something. Think logically.
Sir, I'm extremely
For
sorry,
law
but
enforcement, what kind of domain awareness is required?
Sir, understanding the morphology of the city.
Morphology of the city, all right. The structure,
Sir.
which means can the ambulance go to a particular city? Can the fire brigade go? Can the police enter a
Sir.
particular part? Morphology.
Right.
What else?
We can identify the niche areas where the
Niche areas.
crimes may take place.
The vulnerable areas of the city.
Yes, sir.
What else?
Sir, we can also look which are the disconnected regions of the space where.
Access. These are access
Sir.
issues.
Other than that, we can also point out the infrastructure lacunas that are there. Basically.
Same morphology. Come to something else.
Sir.
No problem. Let's close here. Right? But you started with a wonderful thing, morphology. I'm very happy you used the term morphology. Because then you need to understand sociology. Right? You need to understand politics. Right? You need to understand the business, economy. Right? So that you are able to come to right decisions. All right, Avdhesh. Good. Tell me, kaisa kiya?
Sir, I believe there is always scope for improvement.
Always a scope. You tell me within that disclaimer, how did you do?
Sir, I believe you will be better judge of my.
No, I will be, of course.
Sir.
But make a judgment about yourself.
Sir,
All right. A very smart,
sir.
very smart person. Good personality.
Sir.
Yes. And you are, in a way, I found you are pretty upright in your replies. Yes.
Sir.
But in many places I saw you were hesitant. Probably you didn't want to dig into maybe a more sensitive issues, yes. But as long as you are on the side of the truth, sometimes digging into more difficult areas will help you, especially with your preference as police officer.
Right, sir.
If the police officer doesn't have the courage to enter the controversial part of the story, then your domain awareness will suffer. And if your domain awareness is not complete, law enforcement will suffer. Yes?
I understand, sir.
And then it has to be underlined by what is called hardcore honesty. If the honesty is not there, nothing will help. Yes?
Right, sir.
So you had Deras, Akhadas, Sahimam, Devband
Yes.
series. They are pressure group and they are distorting our democracy.
Yes. Yes.
Destroying religion also.
They have no mandate.
All the best.
Right, sir.
And their influence is to the top. Can you imagine? Chaliye, all the best to you.
Thank you,
One
sir.
thing more.
Sir.
You were guessing about Covaxin. So efficacy was not bad because of the good manufacturing practices. They have
Process
not,
part they.
जैसे you see, you go in a hotel, in a 5-star hotel and a dhaba. So dhaba don't practice the good manufacturing practices. They were not wearing that hand glove.
They call the GMPs.
GMPs.
Right,
They are
sir.
called GMPs. So
Right,
that's why they are suspended for 15 days.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, in the initial batches of vaccine exports, we had heard about some of the batches which were returned to India by South Africa. So I was referring to that in that question.
But that is a different story.
That is
Okay.
a different
Because South Africa was not able to utilize that vaccine within the time limit in which the company said the vaccine will be most effective.
Okay.
So that's a different story,
Okay, sir.
right?
Understood.
Because the shelf life of Covaxin was shorter. They said it will be effective for 90 days.
I
So
understood.
they
Sir.
said 90 days तो पहुंचने में लग जाएंगे हमारे. It will work.
I understood, sir.
All right.
ये तो बड़े recent थी किया.
This is
Right.
GMP.
I'll read about it, sir.
Oh, you read about it. It's very
I'll
भाई
read.
आप
about it.
लेबोरेटरी में घुसते हो कर्टन वो एयर कर्टन नहीं लगा है वो कहेंगे GMP नहीं है ना?
Right,
All
sir.
right. चलिए.
This is applicable to entire Ayush industry.
Yes.
हल्दी कहीं पड़ी है,
Yes.
अदरक कहीं पड़ा है, गुटका मारा, पतंजलि लगा दिया, ले जाओ.
अदरक को गाय खा रही है,
हाँ.
हल्दी को भैंस खा रही है, राइट? अजीरे को घोड़ा खा गया.
और पंडित जी उसी चमचे से अपनी कबर पे जा रहा है और उसी से सारा ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.